Luckily, the weather is a little quieter today, certainly quieter than traffic is turning out to be this morning. Let's talk about your forecast, which is starting off a little bit dreary looking, a little gloomy. It's better in the city than it was earlier. We're seeing a little blue sky try to break out, but we do still have some low clouds and fog to contend with all across the region today. So let's take you through the forecast as we get into the weekend. It's Friday. It's been kind of a busy weather week, right? We've had severe weather. We've had flash flooding. We've had a lot of heat and humidity. Today is a pretty typical early to mid-July kind of day. We've got clouds this morning down the shore. Now, this is part of the system that really tried to clear the coast overnight, but it's just barely making its way offshore. Clouds are still hanging on, so this is a pretty gloomy looking shot down the shore. I do think it will improve. So if you're waking up this morning, if you had plans to maybe go down the shore for the day, and you're looking at this thinking, maybe I won't go down the shore for the day, I still would, because I think it's going to brighten up nicely. Clouds clear the coast, and then we see the fog improve as we start to warm up. But we are still seeing some locally dense fog out there right now. Visibility, anything below a mile is where the fog is pretty dense. And right now, Lancaster and Allentown both reporting half-mile or below visibilities. And you can see those brighter, kind of darker gray shaded areas, upper Bucks County into upper Montgomery County, right along the northeast extension, western Chester County, Kent County, Delaware. We do have some dense fog that you're going to find yourself driving through, and it can come up on you quickly. So have those headlights on and leave plenty of space between yourself and the car in front of you. Current temperatures right now in the mid 70s. It feels about the same as the temperature is indicating, but we are going to see those feels like temperatures rise a bit this afternoon. The sun comes out, we jump right up to the upper 80s, which is pretty seasonable for the time of year, but we do have the chance for a couple of storms to fire up mid to late afternoon. Now, they're not really driven by any advancing front or any boundary this time around. It's just more your kind of garden variety thunderstorms. I don't want to downplay it, because even though those storms tend to not be severe, they still can produce dangerous cloud to ground lightning. So you have to head inside. If you hear thunder, you can be struck by lightning. Good thing to remember if you're down at the shore today, or maybe just having a pool day in the city. As we look at what's happening right now, again, the clouds are still hanging on the southern shore point, so brightening up toward Toms River, LBI, but we are still seeing a lot of cloud cover blanketing southern Cape May County and the Delaware beaches. That's going to clear out this morning. The sun comes out, turns out to be a pretty good beach day. You can see the storms in the afternoon. This is 1:30. They start to bubble up. They're few and far between, but any one of these could produce brief localized downpours, and then it rains itself out quickly, and these storms will diminish once we lose the heating of the day after the sun goes down. Tomorrow, much like today, starts with clouds and some patchy fog. Sun comes out. Notice the focus of storms tomorrow a little bit further inland, but I do think near the city, about 4 or 5 o'clock, we could see some storms try to fire up, some with heavy rainfall. So just keep that in mind if you have Saturday evening plans out and about. And then Sunday, same story, morning clouds, maybe even a morning shower. Then the sun comes out, but here's that next cold front we're watching. This will come through on Monday, and for that reason, Monday does look like the most active day in the forecast as far as thunderstorm chances. Saturday afternoon, the least humid, but we're going to be in that muggy or gross range with high humidity each and every day right through the weekend. The shore looks good, upper 70s with sunshine each day, better chance of storms in the Poconos and pop-up storms in the city as well, with an increased risk of more widespread thunderstorm activity on Monday.